So this is Mark, my Bogos, and Mark's going to talk to us today about how it is to be married to an older woman.
Well, I've no idea. I'm not married to an older woman.
Oh,
I'm slightly baffled that people think I am married to an older woman.
but it's not the first time you've come across
No.
it, is it?
No, it isn't. It's true. No.
I'm going to move that nearer so I'm not
And
so
I
loud.
think, I can remember, when I was separated and divorced. In terms of, it was a long time before I began to think about finding new relationships, really. And part of the difficulty was sort of not knowing how old I was. I know that doesn't make sense because as I've got older, the sense for me was I know what the number is. It goes up one each year. I know about that, but that still doesn't tell me how old I am or what age of woman it makes sense to be attracted to. So, a bit odd really. And it's a bit, rather baffling.
Because when we were first together, back in the dark ages, 2000,
Yeah.
and we were wandering through Canterbury, and we bumped into my friends, and they thought, apart from thinking that you were what's his
What?
name?
Oh,
What's his
thing
name?
from
Phil.
Phil Mitchell.
Phil Mitchell.
Yes.
They also thought you were my toy boy.
Yeah. I had that a couple of times in Bideford when we were living there. I remember stopping off to fill up the car with petrol in Bideford, and there was this sort of certain, there were two women I think behind the counter in the petrol station. You could see they weren't actually giggling and all the rest of that stuff, but there was a sort of certain frisson. And I sort of only gradually realised after I'd gone, hang about, they think I'm Phil Mitchell. And once in another shop in Bedford, they, neither said anything, neither wanted my autograph, but...
There was a time when we were still working and you were my supervisor and I'd be in supervision with you and I'd have to work quite hard to remind myself that you're not him. It was like you were just now and again.
You've never said that before?
I probably have, but because you're so old, you've forgotten.
Now you're telling me I am old. And, just for the confused amongst our audience, my actual age is 74 and a half.
Oh, and a half, you're adding, is it?
Well,
oh yeah, I suppose it is, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Blimey.
Ish,
See, so you are old.
And it baffles me. I don't know what the number means. I suppose my father died at 54, so I'm 20 years beyond that. I don't know whether that death of a parent provides some sort of marker for many people. I suppose perhaps it does.
You've got
My
good
mum's
genes,
had a
haven't you? Because she was 95 and she
so.
didn't look her age.
Did she not?
No, she didn't look 95.
That's the Vaughan side.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh.
Giving names away again. You're not very good, are you, at the security thing? I might have to send you to the corner.
You mean this isn't secure? Gazprom are looking into it? Putin down the camera?
Exactly. And when you were fitting the new handle the other day, I made a vlog outside and was talking about the stuff that we were doing, as I normally do. We've been here, we've bought that. And I joked about you fitting a new handle and said, have you seen the state of this house? And he's fitting a new handle. And a couple of people have felt that that's derogatory, or that it comes across that you're henpecked. Have you got the bit of the script that I've given you that you can say?
Oh, that one. If you could hold the card up. Thank you. I can read. Yes.
What's it like being henpecked?
I don't know.
But we talked about it, didn't we? I'd actually talked to you and told you what I'd said. And if you'd watched the
Yeah.
vlog, which you don't watch my fucking vlogs, but if you did,
Yes,
you'd
I
see
do.
now and again.
This is not being henpecked, people. This is just a normal moment. Yes, I do.
There
Not
you
very
go.
regular, but I do. I can just occasionally think, oh, I'll have a look at those,
Yeah.
and I trawl through.
And think, oh God, she said that to me already.
Yeah. Well, yes, usually we've talked about it, and then
Yeah.
it crops up on your blog.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think, you know, even before we were together, we were sort of working opposite each other. We're too desperate to get in the main office, and we just bantered a lot. You know, we were known for it, and we just carried on bantering.
Mm.
I mean, I sort of wonder slightly if, because I have a ridiculous interest in watching Last of the Summer Wine, which is an incredibly ancient series. I think it's just comfort viewing. It's very reassuring, and it reminds me of where my grandparents lived in Shropshire, somehow. So you get three old bumbling blokes wandering around in some very nice scenery, countryside, in that rather delightful architecture, and I suppose that's why I like it. It's comfort viewing. But, you know, a lot of that is massively stereotypical man versus woman conflict. It's so stereotyped, it's nearly unwatchable. I'm sort of faintly ashamed for watching it, but I suppose at some level it almost feels how bad.
I think probably, I mean, because you watch it, and I'm passively watching it because I'm not actually sitting with you watching it in front of the television screen.
No.
And I think perhaps we watch too much of it,
Maybe.
personally.
Well, plus you got yourself a new pair of new glasses recently, and we began to think, hang about, she's now looking like Thora Hirsch, so we had to take them back. Now she looks like Robin Day.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Oh, God.
Yeah, she has a whole future ahead of her, quizzing politicians aggressively on television.
I'm going to practice with you.
Me? I'm not a politician.
Well, I can practice interviewing you aggressively, though, can't I?
Oh, more than you usually do?
What else? What else? That was it, really.
Yeah, probably.
I was a reminder.
For all those people who watch these and comment about the age gap, thank you for the compliment. I'm in fact a considerable number of years older than she is.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember. Was it 7.5
7,
years?
I think. Yeah,
You're just aging
but the
better than I
last
am.
figure. I mean, you may catch up, or I may just stay ahead. I mean, I don't know really.
Because I remember when Karen came some years ago to clean for us, and she said later on that she thought you were my toy boy.
Yes.
It just makes us
Yes.
laugh.
Hook, line, sinker, and copy of Angling Times. You know, I've gone bald and all that. Get a bit wrinkly around the eyes. I don't know what more I can do to look you know, apart from creep round on a Zimmer frame.
But you were bald when you were in your 30s, weren't you? You were balding.
Yes, I began to be aware I was thinning in the early 20s.
Blimey.
It's just gone very slowly
Yeah,
to reach this magnificent state now.
exactly.
You know, I polish it occasionally so that might help people realise how old I am. It doesn't seem to work though.
Well, I think you should act your age.
What's that then?
Don't know.
Be grumpier than I am.
No. But I don't know. It's like when people say act your age, it's like, well,
I don't know what, you know, but apart from becoming more like the stereotypes you can see, if I became, I don't know, more like Foggy Dewhurst or something.
Foggy Dewhurst. Because a lot of people won't know who you're talking about. Last of the Summer
No.
Wine, Foggy Dewhurst compo.
No,
It's a British thing, isn't it? So
I can't think what other old ancient figures are there that one
I
sees.
don't know. I don't know.
Can't think of
Okay. Right, you can go now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very kind.
I might invite you back another time into
Oh, yeah.
my office.
Your office,
Yeah,
my house.
our house.
Whose money bought it?
Some of my money.
Some of yours. Impact? Maybe.